Welcome to the English News of Bình Phước Television. I'm with you now following are the headlines for today. Conference discussed efficient use of land. Exhibition promotes a distinctive culture of Southeast and Central Highlands regions. National Assembly Chairman received Vice President of Lao Legislature. Central Bank sets credit growth target of 15% in 2024. Vice Chairman of the Bình Phước Provincial People's Committee, Huỳnh Anh Minh, attended an online conference on adjusting land use criteria in Decision number 326 from the Prime Minister in 2022 on the allocation of planning criteria for national land use during the 2021 to 2030 period with a vision towards 2050. The conference also discussed the National Land Use Plan for the 2021 to 2025 period.
Addressing the event, Deputy Prime Minister Trần asked the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and localities to adjust land use plans based on actual implementation results and trends in land transformation. Priority should be given to key projects of large scale that have received investment approval, focusing on strategic economic zones, national growth poles, and economic corridors. This aligns with the direction of developing the socio-economic space according to the National Comprehensive Plan for the 2021-2030 period, with a vision towards 2050. This contributes to achieving the economic and social development goals set by the National Assembly, the government, and the Prime Minister's decisions. The Deputy Prime Minister emphasized the adjustment of criteria must prioritize the national interests, ensuring the scientific, economic, efficient, and balanced use of land, taking into account the land needs of various sectors, industries, and regions.
The Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Bình Phước Province held an exhibition on January 4 in Phước Long Town to promote the cultural, tourism, and culinary characteristics of cities and provinces in the Southeast region in 2024.
This is part of a series of activities to celebrate the Liberation Day of Phước Long, January 6, associated with the 29th National Mountain Hiking Championship, conquering the peak of Ba Ra in 2024. It also aligns with the implementation of the 2024 plan for the Southeast region regarding the agreement on collaborative tourism development in the Southeast region 2020-2025 period. The event in Bình Phước marks the beginning of a larger and more diverse promotional activities for tourism in 2024 compared to 2023. It features 22 booths showcasing distinctive culture, tourism, and culinary products from localities in the Southeast region, the Central Highlands, tourism enterprises, as well as districts, towns, and cities in Bình Phước Province. It serves as a gathering point for introducing, promoting, and providing valuable information to a wide audience and visitors inside and outside of the province, depicting an overall picture of the tourism in the Southeast region. The event is expected to continue leveraging the strength of unity, cooperative tourism development in the region, and linking regional tourism development.
When drought or severe water shortages occur, it is necessary to prioritize water sources for domestic use for the people, livestock farming, and irrigation for economically valuable crops. The chairwoman of the People's Committee of Bình Phước Province stated in a document outlining the implementation of measures to mitigate droughts and water shortages for agricultural production and livelihoods during the dry season of 2024.
The chairwoman of the Provincial People's Committee requested that the chairpersons of the People's Committees of districts, towns, and cities specifically identify areas ensuring irrigation, as well as regions prone to drought and water shortages, to alert people to manage production appropriately. Local people should be guided on implementing measures regarding water collection, shortage, efficient use, and conservation. Plans should be made to regulate and effectively use water from each water source to serve agriculture production and daily life, prioritizing domestic water supply, drinking water for livestock, and irrigation for economically valuable perennial crops during drought. The Department of Agriculture and Rural Development was asked to guide localities in transitioning crop structures, arranging crop varieties, and promoting measures and techniques for appropriate seeding, care and protection of crops in line with water sources. Advanced and water-saving irrigation solutions for rice and drought-tolerant crops should also be implemented.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ extended a warm welcome to Vice President of the Lao Legislature, Chalun Jiapauhe, the first foreign guest to visit Vietnam in the new year of 2024, during a reception in Hanoi on January 4.
Chairman Huệ recalled the successful organization of the first Cambodia-Laos-Vietnam National Assembly Summit, hosted by the Lao Legislature. Praising the effective cooperation between the two parliaments of Vietnam and Laos, Chairman Huệ affirmed that the Vietnamese National Assembly always tries its best to make the cooperation an important part of the two countries' relations. For his part, Vice President Chalun Jiapauhe said, "The purpose of the Lao delegation's visit to Vietnam is to share and acquire experiences to compile a book about the Lao National Assembly, as well as to share experiences on building and perfecting legal systems." He also briefed the host leader about his talks with Deputy Chairman of the Vietnamese National Assembly, Nguyen Ngoc Dinh, and working session with Chairman of the National Assembly Office, Bui Van Quang. Affirming that the compiling the book about the Lao legislator is a common concern of the two national assemblies, Chairman Huệ said, "Vietnam always supports and is ready to assist Laos in successfully assuming the role of ASEAN Chair and AIPA Chair in 2024.
The State Bank of Vietnam has set a credit growth target of 15% for domestic banking system in 2024.
According to the State Bank of Vietnam, the credit growth target of 15% for the domestic banking system in 2024 can be adjusted depending on developments of the real situation. The central bank requested credit institutions to provide loans in a safe manner and in line with their risk management capacity, liquidity and ability to mobilize capital, while preventing bad debts from rising. The bank said that it will closely monitor actual developments to manage credit growth in a proactive, flexible, prompt and effective manner. It will also adjust the credit growth target and revise credit growth quotas given to each credit institution.
Ho Chi Minh City expects strong tourism growth in 2024, following its encouraging outcomes in 2023.
In 2023, Ho Chi Minh City attracted nearly 5 million foreign visitors and over 35 million domestic tourists. The city was honored as Asia's leading business travel destination, the Asia's leading festival and event destination. It was also on the list of the world's top 100 city destinations index 2023. Ho Chi Minh City aims to attract about 6 million foreign visitors and 38 million domestic tourists in 2024. The city will develop programs that promote tourism linkage between the city and 6 regions and 46 localities across the country.
The North Central provinces of Thanh Hóa, Quảng Bình and Thừa Thiên Huế are home to 3 out of the 9 UNESCO-recognized World Natural and Cultural Heritages, which enable them to design unique and distinctive tourism products that appeal to both domestic and foreign tourists.
The 3 heritage sites include the complex of Huế Monuments in Thừa Thiên Huế Province, Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park in Quảng Bình Province, and Holiness Citadel in Thanh Hóa Province. Thừa Thiên Huế Province has been promoting notable brands such as the Festival City, Culinary Capital, and the Capital of Áo Dài. It's striving to welcome approximately 3.5 to 4 million visitors in 2024, generating a revenue of over $300 million. Meanwhile, Quảng Bình strives to maintain the status of Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng as a top choice for tourists. The Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park secured a position in the top 10 most visited destinations in Vietnam by the United States' prestigious Lonely Planet magazine. It was also recognized as one of 3 representatives of Vietnam in the list of the 16 most impressive heritages among over 40 UNESCO-recognized World Heritages in 11 Southeast Asian countries, as announced by the UK's renowned Wanderlust magazine. The whole dynasty citadel in Thanh Hóa province was the cultural center of the capital of Vietnam in the late 14th century and early 15th century, and a political, economic, and cultural hub of the northern part of the central region of Vietnam from the 16th to 18th century. The citadel is one of the most unique stone architectures of Vietnam and the world.
That was 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch the news again, you can download BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Thanks for staying with us and see you next time.